All right, looks like we're going to start things off with Sam Peterson. Don't have a lot of background on the sled, but this guy is absolutely crushing it this year. Brought to you by Factory Players Racing, Shepherd's Industries, Climb, Beaverhead Motorsports, Arctic Effects, Oxbow Gear, Duckworth Clothing, Walker Evans, Caliber Products, Les Schwab, Polaris Lubricants, Boondocker Turbo, SLP, Carl Cycle, Logan Coach, Woody's Traction, Gates, ZRP, Frontline Ag Solutions, Darren Gould, Mom and Dad and his sister Darby and his mechanic Wayne Rhodes, 5-time world champion here, charging the hill on some old iron. Sam Peterson going to start us off. $52-24-5-2-2-4 for Sam Peterson. All right, now it tells me this is Nate Zollinger, our commentator, but I heard he had some knee issues, so looks like it's him. 52 years old, out of Nibley, Utah. Brought to you by Zebros, Exit Shocks, Climb, Susie, Addie, Bowden Jackson, 6-time world champion here. He is the youngest person to ever win a pro world championship, and also did it in his rookie season. 3 times X Game Hill Cross appearances, and he'll be on the microphone a little bit. You'll get to see his face under the helmet these next couple of days. Nate Zollinger gonna get it done. 52-24 time to beat on a custom Zebros chassis, vintage modified race sled right here, making good time of it. He might just move into the #1 spot. If he's got an injury, you can't tell by watching him ride. 52-74, good enough for second place. 5.274 off by about 0.5 of a second for Nate Zollinger. We go with racer number 88X, Ike Adams, Layton, Utah. Some of these are old vintages that used to race. Some of them are new ones built to those specific specifications. I'm not exactly sure to the nuts and bolts of what they're required to do. I'm sure it's no modern engines, got to be all carbureted, no fuel injection, anything like that, but some may be boosted. You can just see they take off anything that isn't 110% needed. But Lexan hoods, pretty wild straight down models right here. 107.59 for Ike. 107.59. We go with racer number 77X, Jace Hyde, Boulder, Wyoming, 28 on a skidoo. I love the transparent hoods. But I got a pretty good idea. We're going to see some of the old Frankensteins with no hood. Nowhere to put them. $102.81, 102.81 for Jace Hyde. Gonna go with race number 166. Race. All right, I'm gonna do my best on this one. Kinsha, Diamondville, Wyoming, 23, riding Polaris. Oh, getting a little squirrely there. Well, had to re-pull there and go ahead and write it down, but diving right into the bank there at the first catwalk. 11675, but I think I saw a re-pull there, and let's check out him crossing the finish line. Either way, it was epic. Up and over, catching a little air on the catwalk and lawn darting it right in to the bank right there. That's how you got to ride if you're on this mountain. Up next, Carl Kuster going to make it happen right here. Heard his name about 5,000 times. Now you get to see him ride. He's out of Malacquat, British Columbia. Brought to you by Skidoo, Carl Kuster, Mountain Park, XPS, Fox, Highmark, Snowpulse, AB Suppressor, Makita, 27 Design, JetBlue, Rustic Inn, Wall Brothers, Patrick Custom Carbon, and Marlin. No stranger to this hill and no stranger to a win or a fast qualifying time. Time to beat to move into the number one spot, 52:24. Gonna have to be faster than 52:74 to move in to that number two spot. Carl's got it pinned. And 55.71 for Carl Kuster. 55.71 for Carl. Preston, Idaho racer, Brett Jensen. 42 years old, out of Preston, Idaho. Brought to you by Brittany Jensen. Janine, Brittany, Kimber, Isla, Nick. All helping him charge that hill. Oh, so close. Classic sled right there. 108.64. 108.64 for Brett Jensen as we get ready to go with race number 216. Dylan Hart out of Lolo, Montana, the Flying Hawaiian. Remember hanging out with his dad up here when he's riding one of those. Amazing athlete right here. Brought to you by Polaris Snowmobiles, Hart's Motorsports, Beaverhead Motors, Beaverhead Motors, got that one twice. Sun Peak Construction, Climb, Weekender Sports, Breakout Tuning, Anthony DeBrito. SLP, Arctic Effects Graphics, Robertson's Machine Works, Levi Robertson, Backwoods BMP, Western Excavation, Missoula Snowgoers, Ryan Dirt, Stubboy Traction, Carl Cyclone Sales, Spokane House of Hose, 5603 for the Flying Hawaiian, Dylan Hart. Gonna go with racer number 509X. You know him, you love him. Snow Devil, Joe Anderson, Wilson, Wyoming, riding Skidoo. Brought to you by Quill Creek Excavation. Most Wanted Performance, Joe's bank account. He actually is Joe's bank account, and he wants to thank his friends, family, and the Jackson Hole Snow Devils. Guy puts in the hours to make sure this thing goes off without a hitch. Making good time there at about the halfway point. Well, that's what we like to see. Look at those pipes on that bad boy. 1:11:12 for Joe Anderson. 1:11:12 for Joe. Going to go with racer number 97X. Cody Coombs, Fielding, Utah, riding Articat. He's brought to you by 97 Speed Shot Combs Cattle. Kirk and Tina Coombs, 27 years old. Oh, looks like we're going with racer number 38, Andy Mills, Daniel, Wyoming, 45 on Polaris. Brought to you by Polaris Starting Line Products and Bucky's Outdoors. Said in the Pinedale One Lunger 100, he was first place in the twin class and first place in the single class. $103.51, 103.51 for Andy. Let's see what we got going on here. Billy Joe Marco, Ontario, Canada racer. Brought to you by Station Roads Power Sport. Oh, wow. That's a rev, and they are officially considered vintage now. That's mind-blowing. Ooh, we might have a new leader, couple more gates, and 5250. Not quite fast enough. That is going to be good enough for second place. As things go right now, as we get ready to go with race number 95, Cousin Nate Suter, Thane, Wyoming. Call him Cousin Nate because he's my cousin. Funny how that works. Brought to you by Skidoo, Star Valley Skidoo, FXR, Arctic Effects, Simplot, XPS. Starting Line Products, Todd Vandy, Dad's Bar and Steakhouse, Greg Dana and his dad Delmar, his mom Kelly Doon, and many, many siblings. Here we go, Cousin Nate on the hill. Look how low that one is. You got to ride those a little different. Not quite the ballet we're used to seeing. Ooh, looking good though. Come on, Nate. And 109.58 for Cousin Nate, 109.58 for Nate Suter. Up next, racer number 112, Justin Thomas, Rigby, Idaho. Your reigning King of Kings right here. Getting in all the action. Brought to you by Polaris Fly Racing, Zebros Exit Shocks, Thomas Racing Factory, Tad Jenkins Auto Group, Zollinger Racing Products, Carl Cycle and Sales, Woody's Traction, SLP, Arctic Effects, Polaris Engineered Lubricants. Tanil, Vivian, Mom and Dad 2024, King of Kings 2023, 900 Mod Champ, 2018 King of Kings, 2015 X Games Hillcross Silver Medalist, multiple World and Points Championships. First time I've got to lay eyes on him this year. 51.15, your new fastest qualifier. 5.1.15 for Justin Thomas. Gonna go now with racer number 55, Justin Nilsson, West Haven, Utah, 51, riding Polaris. Sponsored only by his wife. Hear these engines sounding just a little different. It's because they don't learn. You got to set your jets. You better hope you pick the right ones for the air that's on the mountain, I guess, for lack of a better term. Oh, deep turnout there for Justin Nilsson. Oh, wow. And I'm just going to say it again for those of you that are just tuning in. The camera angle, no matter how hard we try, it's just hard to represent how steep that actually is down there in that lower section. Going to see it throughout the week. That is the area that our racers are going to try to make as much time as possible when they get into the more technical sections, but that is no Sunday drive down there low. And that's proof of it right there. Gravity still very much in effect. Next racer is going to be Jake Bork out of Baker City, Oregon. Brought to you by Barley Browns, Mike Bork Auto, his wife Megan, and his father Mike. Polaris vintage right here. $116.92, 116.92 for Jake Bork as we get ready to go with racer number 62, Brandon Tittenser, Captain America on the Hill. Brought to you by Hal Tittenser, Little T Ranch, Sean Stanek, Pure Adrenaline, DZ Brown Ranch, Gladiator Materials, Kilroy Construction, Simplot Smoky Canyon, Onyx Off-Road, Tim Dole, Moto Assassin Graphics, Gates Belts, Brett Jensen, Mom and Dad, his wife Christy, and the kids Hayden, Colson, and Jackson, Mom Nyla, Dad Hal, all making it happen. I don't know if Hal's watching from here in Mesquite right now, but I'm sure he'll tell me shortly. Brandon Tittenser. Not only is he an amazing rider, but an incredible commentator. Making use of the low center of gravity with 5485, 5485. Not too bad at all. That, I think, at the moment might just, it's going to be close. Going to be right on the edge there. Might have got in with that one. Going to go with racer number 11X, Allie Adams. First lady up in the vintage class. Comes out of Layton, Utah, 18 years old. Says a John Deere, but that's one paper. I mean, painted like a John Deere. No paperwork. Definitely has a unique sound to it, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, getting on the uphill side. Yeah. Let's get up to that catwalk no matter what. 18 years old. Oh, and the light is extinguished. Not too darn bad. I'm excited. Yeah, you should be proud, girl. Way to go. All right, we'll get her a little help, get her back down safe and sound. Want to throw out a great big thank you to Quill Creek Excavation. Oh, let's check out that instant replay by Climb here. See her working her way up there. I am intrigued by this snowmobile now. I want to know more about it. But just right there, kind of ran out of momentum. I don't know if her finger slipped off the throttle, but you see her completely on the uphill side of that sled, just trying to gain momentum again. Big thanks once again to Driven Power Sports and Skidoo, the Hampton Inn by Hilton, Macy's Service, Tad Jenkins Auto Group, Jackson Hole Avalanche, Salt River Motors, Valleywide Cooperative, Lazy J.A. Land and Livestock, Coors Light, Evans Construction, Roosevelt's, Jedediah's. Oh my goodness, are they still doing those silver dollar pancakes? See, they got one of those in the airport now. That's pretty awesome. Weatherby, the Virginian Lodge and Saloon. Glenn and a bunch of us are hanging out this weekend. Western Wyoming Beverage Service, serving Pepsi products, including Mountain Dew, Bucky's Outdoors, Serpro of Jackson Hole, Chalk Creek Riders, Bright AV Solutions, Weber Water and Well, Ample, Driven Power Sports Polaris, Teton Rental, Jackson Hole Security, Bank of Jackson Hole, Jackson Lumber, Cat Rentals, Western States Cats, Rebel Car Quest Auto Parts, Gun Barrel Steakhouse, Butcher Racing, Wrangler, West Bank Sanitation, Liquor Store and Wine Loft, Jackson Hole Marketplace, Silver Star, Bridger Teton Avalanche Center, Mid-States Utility Trailers. Looks like we're about to go back to the starting line with racer number 331, Landon Kellogg. Landon brought to you by Kellogg Contracting, Bucky Outdoors, Climb, Mom and Dad, Abby, Monica, and Drew. Teton County Weed and Pest District, Flat Creek Saddle Shop, High Country Linen Service, CNR Trailer Sales. Oh, yeah. Go down and check them out. They're here. And if power sports isn't your thing, if you're not needing a Trails West trailer, which I don't know everybody wouldn't, because they take care of all of your power sport needs and your livestock stuff. But they have also got a bunch of awesome camp trailers there at CNR, just off of I-15 over there in Tremonton. It is a great place. Even if you just need parts, they got those covered for you as well. Jackson Hole Travel and Tourism Board, Bobcat of Rock Springs, $1 Million Cowboy Bar, Raver Construction, Still West, Tread Lightly, The Lodge at Jackson Hole, Teton Data Systems, JH Adventure Rentals, Thomas Racing Factory, and Snow King Mountain, all making it possible for us to do the 48th annual World Championship Snowmobile Hill Climb. And don't forget to go check out all of our amazing vendors down there in the infield. They all came out to lay out their wares for you. I've seen a bunch of them, but sounds like tomorrow Pit Viper is going to be one of the ones that you're going to want to stop by. Throw on some of those amazing Pit Viper shades. That's what I do my plasma cutting with. I'm not going to lie. All right, looks like we got Allie on her way back down. As soon as she's out of the path, we'll get the green light to send the next racer. Number 331, Landon Kellogg, Alpine, Wyoming. All right. Landon Kellogg riding an old Polaris here. $102.62 for Landon Kellogg. Oh, get ready. Racer number 401, Cole Thomas, Afton, Wyoming. 23 years old on Polaris. Time for the Thomas boys to come out and play. Brought to you by Polaris 509 Speedwork, ZRP, Polaris Lubricants, Kilroy Construction, SLP, Bikeman, Arctic Effects, Cold Cutter, Carl Cyclone Sales, BP Racing Fuel, Walker Evans Racing, River Realty, AT Excavation, Caliber Products, Boondocker, Seco Seat Covers, his girlfriend Libby, his dad, and Dina, and Mom, and Brian. Of course, his brothers Andy and Tanner, and his sisters Courtney, Kayla, Delsa and Shea, 2022 Racer of the Year, six-time world championship. 6 world championships. 2022 Rider of the Weekend, 5320. That'll probably get him in there as things are right now, 5320. For Cole Thomas, going to go with racer number 736. Gage Peterson out of Morgan, Utah, 30 years old on a cat. Gage brought to you by Zollinger Farms, Climb, Boondocker, SLP, Zebros Racing, Exit Shocks, Four Season Power Sports, Moto Tassinari, Lefevre Chiropractic, T8RZ Porting and Performance, Fast Tracks, Union Bay, M&B Mobile, Zollinger Racing Products, his family, his wife Mackenzie, son Hayes, mom and dad Tony and Mindy Zollinger. $59.63, 5963. All right, here comes race number 303, Luke Rainey, Thane, Wyoming. 38 on Polaris. Brought to you by Polaris, Walker Evans Racing, Carl Cycle, Polaris Lubricants, Gates, Belts, Cordy, Rainey, and Tom FXR, Backwoods, Bumper, Deviant, Inc., North Star, Woody's, Tempest Optics, Simplot, ZRP, Bart, Indiana Merritt, Lincoln County Customs, Darren Gould, Brett Jensen. Family support comes from Natasha, Caden, Navia, Axis, and Malaya. Four-time Stock King champion, two-time Improved King champion, 35-plus first place world titles on the hill right now. And I can't remember which is which, but these snowmobiles that are going up the hill, these ones were legit, restored to original from back in the day. You're going to see this one and the other one. It's hard to tell them apart, but they're going to be charging this hill quite a bit in this round. Luke Rainey with 53.03. It is getting tight in there now as we get ready to go with racer number 22, Toby Shepard, Jackson, Montana. 33 on Polaris, another nostalgic sled. I don't know, this might be a built one. Brought to you by Polaris Shepherd Industries, Easy Link, SLP, Beaverhead Motorsports, TRS Performance, Arctic Effects Graphics, Missing Digit Motorsports, Bobcat Company, Wasatch Trailer Sales, Gates, Carl Cycle Sales, SLP, Boondocker, Shepherd's Garage, his wife Kelsey, his kids, Macy, Amelia, Mom Kurt, and Grandma Shirley, Aunt Sheila, JC, Nicole, Roxy, Evan, Kayla, Ben Knox, Roman, Madden, and Titus. All helping Toby get up the hill right here. 52-51. Wow. I think it's safe to say if you're slower than 52, you might not get to come back in the top 5. As we go to racer number 19C, Casey Pettingill, Idaho Falls, Idaho. Brought to you by Fast Tracks Motorsports, T8RZ Porting and Performance, HSC Power Sports, Holly, Corbin, and Gavin.
I'll tell you what, Kenny, today is one of them days that this old iron is what this hill needs.
Oh, I agree.
I mean, you look back at all this new stuff. It's not, the times on the new stuff is not anywhere near what this old iron is. Get a little lower to the ground, that huge wide ski stance up there.
Yeah, without a doubt. And I was pointing out earlier too, like you got to pick your jets. It's not going to learn. You can't test for it. It's not going to figure.
Well, that you know, I've been down there on the line. And they show up on these new sleds, and you know, got the little button, and it pops and crackles, and you know, when it hits the right temperature, they head up the hill. You know, this old stuff, this vintage stuff, it's like you come ready to race. You know, if it wasn't jetted right,
it's
you
over.
know, I remember that some of them old boys, you jet down till you burn up, and then you jet up one and run like the wind.
That looks like what we've been having here. You've heard some of these just like act like they're struggling, and I think that's a little bit of it right there. They're off by just a little. As we go with racer number 411, Jay Menaberry. These guys are loving the fact that that Rev is actually a vintage sled now, are they not? Just letting it eat. Jay Menaberry, St. Wyoming, McCrain Robert in the house. He's brought to you by Skidoo 509, SES Unlimited, Zebros Racing, Exit Shocks, Elevated Power Sports, Carl Kuster Mountain Park, Wilkes Excavation, JMK Contracting, Thomas Factory Racing, Push Industries, Oxbow Gear, Bridger Fitness, Marlin Products, Riders, Mom and Dad. He is a 3-time world champion and multiple top 5 finishes here at Jackson and in Rimshaw. This guy is a force to be reckoned with 54-19, 5419. Gonna go now with racer number 21, Kyle Pulsifer out of New London, Minnesota, riding Polaris. Cal brought to you by Polaris Speedworks, Carl's Cycle, Polaris Engineering, Gates Belts, Zollinger Racing Products, Wasatch Trailer Sales, 509, Sikorsky Farms, Thomas Family, Conrad Bischoff, VP Fuels, Caliber Products, Avid Drivers, Pulsifer Construction, Mom, Dad, Brother, and Sister. Ooh, looks like the clouds are getting a little lower up there.
It's more the wind. Been getting some gusts of wind. You know, you sit in here, you know, in your climated trailer, you know. Well, all the tough ones are out there battling Mother Nature.
Well, that'll happen. It pays to be good at what you do.
You know, I'm surprised that you've been standing all day.
Well, that's why I've been standing all day. This RPM Trails of Us trailer is so dang comfy. If I sit down for a second, I'm going to fall right to sleep. 52.83 for Kyle Pulsifer as we get ready to go with racer number 74C, Jamie Ishwa. I don't even know if I got close to that one out of.
I was going to say, I'm glad you had to say that.
Brought to you by Rough Mountain Racing, Valley Motorsports, CFR, Tube X2G. Says he just likes to have fun, and he's running for the mayor of Blue River in 2026. So, all you Canadians, I have no idea where Blue River is, but guessing it's in British Columbia. Oh, it's where he lives. I should have saw that. Blue River, British Columbia. Vote for Jamie. I wish I was one of those guys that got paid big money to do political endorsements, but it hasn't paid off yet. That's a funky looking Polaris right there. Trimmed down, I think, for wind resistance or something. Uh-oh. Maybe it doesn't pay to have me endorse you for a political office. 103-16. 103-16 for Jamie as we get ready to go with racer number 420X, Kenny Long, Marbleton, Wyoming. 53 on a Yamaha. I like his first name and his age. First Yamaha on the hill, to my knowledge. Whoa, what a rodeo we got going on there. All right, well, he's obviously in much better shape than me because I don't think I'd have got up from that. We're the same age and got the same name, but I ain't doing that.
I'm not sure that would even made the 8-second ride right there, though.
No, let's go to the Climb Instant Replay right here, see if we can figure, well, I got a pretty good idea what went wrong. He has got a whole lot of speed down there. You either got to roll that thing or get a little bit further, but sure enough, just kind of smacked into that bank that it's hard to see, but wow, right over. Kind of a scorpion into a triple gainer is what I'm going to call that, but wow. Big thanks to Climb and 11 Digital for the instant replay there. Man, oh man. Gonna throw his ski brakes on. We'll get him down there off the hill. We got a lot of great racing action still to come. We're probably a pretty solid dozen more vintage racers to go. Right in that neighborhood anyway. We got our semi-pro improved qualifiers. Plenty of action left to go, so stay glued to your television at home or hang out with us here. Go check out the infield and all of our amazing sponsors. We got Mountain Dew, we got Coors Light, got Ben and Tyler down there serving up beer at the beer garden. Get your Coors and Coors Light Blue Moon down there at the beer tent. Our Minnesotan boys down there serving it up, trying to set a record, and they can't do it without your help. And tip big, because all those tips go to an incredible cause here in Jackson. Good stuff. All right, pretty excited about this one. Racer number 12, Steve Martin. Haven't seen him in quite a while. Comes out of Evanston, Wyoming, riding Skidoo. Brought to you by Skidoo Backcountry Access, Tom's Snowmobile, and of course Tim and Gunner at Addicted Power Sports in Evanston. They have got everything that you need. The biggest selection of side-by-sides I believe I've ever laid my eyes on, and they got them all too. Now doing the Polaris stuff as well. Also brought to you by Carl Kuster Mountain Park. But we got Steve Martin on the hill. Trying to think when the last time I saw him on a mountain was.
Probably last year, the same spot.
Nope, I don't think so. Ran the Rimshaw circuit when I was announcing there for a while, and then just kind of didn't see or hear from him for a while, but doesn't look like he's lost a thing with 55.03. Steve Martin, 55.03. Yep, put that in the right place.
Oh, and I'll tell you what, here is a legend on the hill.
Yeah, racer number 22X, Dennis Dermis, Hotchkiss, Colorado. Brought to you by Weekender Sports, and it was really funny to watch him run.
This snowmobile right here is the one that took out the telephone pole at the base of the hill that used to be up there. I don't know if you remember that or not, Kenny.
I don't think I was here. Oh, no, I don't think I was here. That was a little before my time. Well, before and after. But, yeah, no kidding. Look at this resume. 2003 Jackson Mod Champion, 2003 King of Kings, first winner of the King of Kings, and 2019 inductee of the Colorado Motorsports Hall of Fame, Dennis Dermis on the hill. Oh.
He hasn't lost it.
No, I'm not going to make that call right there, but you saw him turn around and look. He's like, I got really close to that, but, I mean, it's still there, so we're going to leave that one to our officials to make the call. I'm not even going to try as we get ready to go with racer number 104, Andy Thomas, Etna, Wyoming, 29 years old, riding Polaris. this is going to be fun right here. Kind of fun to get a sneak peek at our superstars that are going to be coming up later on the modern stuff here in the vintage class. Andy Thomas out at the Wyoming riding Polaris, brought to you by Polaris, Rover Trailers, Speedworks 509, River Realty, Wasatch Trailer Sales, Zollinger Racing Products, AT Excavation, Caliber Products, Next Level. Did we sponsor him? Anyway, Polaris Extreme Lubricants, Carl Cycle and Sales, Rock Speed FX, Avid Products, Gates Belts, Wilkes Excavation, VP Fuels, Darren Gould, Kyle Pulsifer, his girlfriend Jackie, mom, dad, Brian, and Deanna, Cole, Tanner, Kyle, and all of his beautiful sisters. Six-time Hill Climb World Champion, 2017 Racer of the Year, and multiple Rim Shop Points Championships. And he is charging it right here with 53.93. 53.93 for Andy Thomas, getting his first look at the hill. As we go now to race number 202, Connor McDougall, Ontario, Canada, 29 on Skidoo.
All right, here's something for you to think about, Kenny. Tonight, down at the, I'm trying to think, the lodge, at the Elks Lodge, the Pink Ribbon Riders have got a party going on tonight from 6 to 8 during happy hour. It is a vintage dress-up party. They are going to have drawings and giveaways. It's a fundraising for the Pink Ribbon Riders, and if you're not aware of what the Pink Ribbon Riders is out there, they are a group that help men and women with breast cancer here in Wyoming, and they have been around for many, many years, and they do one heck of a great job. So tonight, 6 to 8, down at the Elks Lodge, maybe we need to go spend a little time at happy hour down there. Dress up in your vintage outfit. They're going to have mac and cheese and snacks at $10 to get in. All the money goes to the Pink Ribbon Riders, which is helping men and women here in Wyoming with breast cancer. Come down, support the Pink Ribbon Riders, and let's have a good time.
Sounds like a good time, and probably everything in my suitcase classifies as vintage. So I think we're probably good to go. Won't get kicked out.
We don't even have to dress up. We are vintage.
There you go, racer number 917, Dawson Zollinger out of Millville, Utah.
Now, I might be wrong, but I think this is Ryan.
Oh, is that right?
I think so.
I got Daxon written down on my paper.
Yeah, but I think it's Ryan's son.
Oh, gotcha, yeah. Daxon Zollinger, yep, out of Millville. He is brought to you by Polaris Between the Lines, Klein, Zebros, Siphon, Easy Mobile, and
And he had a bobble and still ended up with a 53.
That's pretty impressive right there. From my old hometown, as we go with race number 101, Dustin Pancari, Idaho Falls, Idaho, 47 on Polaris, brought to you by Polaris, Climb, and many other things. He is, I can't remember, I think it was 2021 non-pro world champion. Brought to you by High Flight Heroes, Polaris Racing, SLP, Judnick Racing, Arctic Effects, Shearing Speed Sport, Carl Cycle, Banna Commerce, Northern Lights Electric, Summerco Landscaping, Evans Farms, Treasure Dental Lab, Falls Fertilizer, Falls Plumbing, PowerTech Diesel, Air Methods, and Dylan Rundle. Family support comes from Tessa, Jaden, Briley, and Coulter. $104.83 for Dustin Pancari, 104.83 For Dustin, racer number 707X, Nathan Carlson, Tolan, Connecticut, 41 on Skidoo. $55.67 for Nathan Carlson, 55.67. Gonna go now with racer number 27C, Dave Ristoff, Alberta, Canada racer, riding Skidoo, 61 years old, no kidding. Brought to you by Skidoo, Carl Cooster Mountain Park, XPS, Fox Highmark, Snow Pulse, AB Suppressor, Makita 27 Design, JetBlue, Rustic Inn, Wall Brothers, Patrick Custom Carbon, and Marlin Products right here, 27C. Dave Ristoff. Ooh, had a good run going there, but the snow a little boggy. Got on the downhill side now. If you watch that, you can see a little bit about how steep it is in that lower section. And that is the mildest section on this hill. Throughout the week, we're going to go higher and higher, and Sunday, we're going to the top, baby. It is incredible. 131, 41, 3140 for Dave Ristoff, and gonna go now with racer number 958C, Brad Statch, Alberta, Canada. Brought to you by Skidoo, Carl Cooster Mountain Park, XPS, Fox Highmark, Snow Pulse, AB Suppressor, Makita 27 Design, JetBlue, Wall Brothers, Patrick Custom Carbon, and Marlin Products. 1:12:51 for Brad 1:12:51. And once again, looking at things, you're going to need to be in the 53s probably to have a chance to get ready to go with race number 512. Dawson Stram, Cameron, Wyoming, 22 on Polaris. .111.110.0. 111 flat. As we get ready to go with race number 196, Brett Turcotte, British Columbia, Canada racer, brought to you by Energy Polaris, Backwoods BMP, Deviant Inc., CFR, Push Industries, 509 Octane Addictions, Outlaw Motorsports, Ibex, Stoked Motion Adventures, VP Racing Fuels, Gunmetal Fab, and this guy, you know who he is already. He has a lot of fun on this hill. He is an 8-time X Games medalist, 3 gold, 4 silver, 1 bronze, world's first snow bike backflip in 2016, and he is still hunting down a Jacksonville World Championship title. Brett Turcotte on the hill. It could happen this year.
It could, and he is riding so strong right now. I was with him in West a couple of weeks ago, vintage racing. I mean, not only does he hang them upside down and backwards, he runs ovals. If it can be done with a motor, Brett's going to try it.
You know it. Oh, wow, 50.97. I think that, yeah, 50.97. I'm pretty sure that is your fastest qualifier so far, and possibly the second fastest time of the day. As we get ready to go race number 66, Brody Zollinger out of Nibley, Utah, 17 on an Articat. Brought to you by Zollinger Racing Products. I put my glasses on to read that one, Glenn. Also brought to you by Climb Cycles and Sleds, Willow Creek Produce Farms, Zollinger Farms, Articat, Jim and Janice Zollinger. Special thanks to Tony Zollinger in Austin, Cheetah Factory Racing, Chris Funk Construction. I think I got them all. He is your first place amateur mod in Afton 2024, first place mod at Beaver Mountain in 2024, first place juniors at Salt River Pass in 2025, and first place stock amateur Salt River Pass right there. Name Zollinger, that is classic right there. That is a vintage sled at its finest with 101.28, 101.28. Right there for Brody Zollinger. Gonna go now with Ryan Roller, race number 315, Bozeman, Montana 40 on Polaris, brought to you by Roller Construction, Polaris West Base Camp, Gallatin. 10756 for Ryan Roller. Gonna go now with race number 259, Sandy Sletton, 49 years old, out of Pinedale, Wyoming. You know him from Bucky's Outdoors. Family support comes from Noah Nichols and Dudley. Been on this hill a bunch. Good racer. Sandy Sletton not messing around, 53.71, 53.71 for Sandy Sletton as we get ready to go now with racer number 151, Trace Pettingill out of Rigby, Idaho, 28 on Polaris. Brought to you by Climb, Elevated Riders, Action Motorsports, Casey's Mod Shop, Deviant Inc. Family support comes from Mercedes and Lila. Trace running into a little bit of an issue up there. Looks like he's off. That is probably going to be the end of his run right there for Trace. Going to take a high mark. Well, we've got a lot of incredible auction items, so if you're watching it from home and going to be headed up here, if you're here in the infield, we've got some pretty cool stuff. And Saturday and Sunday, you can test your strength at the Skidoo High Striker. You can ring the bell 3 times, and you're going to walk away with an oversized Skidoo cowboy hat. I think you need one of those, Glenn. I just saying. And they got also...
I definitely don't have enough.
Yeah.
I don't have a Skidoo one.
I'm gonna have to go down there and try to win that for a friend of mine. I'm just saying. But they're gonna have all kinds of great stuff over there. You can spin the wheel for your chance to win some awesome Skidoo gear, from whistles to shirts. I heard some of those whistles going off down there, and even a chance to score a full snowmobiling outfit. Don't miss out on the excitement. Spin to win, and we've got some awesome Coors auction items.
Right, I know that we've got another one of them Coors packages for the ball game at Coors Field, and
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Coors is always really good to stand up and give us, Rocky tickets right there. Sunday, 4 tickets to Colorado Rocky game against the Washington Nationals.
There you have it right there. And it's also really good to drink, and the beer garden is open, by the way. But this mid-state trailer auction item, this is fun. We've been doing this for, this will be the 3rd year now, right?
Well, we've been doing, I don't know. We've been doing a lot of this for a long time. But I'm looking at that mid-state trailer. If you want to see the trailer, if you're up here, it's that aluminum trailer sitting right down in the infield, up against the fence, down by the speakers. Man, what a nice little trailer.
Yeah, this is crazy.
It's not huge.
No.
It's just perfect. It'll fit a side by side.
Yeah,
I mean, couple of four-wheelers, you could just super lightweight, aluminum, gonna last you forever.
it's and the built-in ramp. That's the thing right there.
I know that Kurt's Off-Road is putting a package together with all kinds of good stuff in there. Kurt's Polaris and Kurt's Off-Road. I mean, I seen a generator down in there, and I'm not sure whether we've got a gun this year or not.
Hey, we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out,
That-
because, you know, that's one thing. It's just Thursday. These auction items, and, you know, when it comes to the auction items, we are not auctioning these items off to put money into Snow Devil's
No,
pocket.
absolutely not.
Every bit of the money raised from these auctions goes back into the community, whether it's a scholarship or into the Shriners, or, you know, there are so many. I mean, the Snow Devils have given away back into the community over $1 million. I'm gonna have to get that paper, but I know that over the years, with everything we do up here, the Snow Devils have give over $1 million. So you guys are up here helping, I mean, not only for a good time and the greatest race on snow, but it helps a lot of people out.
Absolutely. And from Crowheart, Wyoming, Spanky on the hill. I'm not even going to get started on him, but we're going to be talking about him all weekend. Skidoo 509, SCS Unlimited, XPS Lubricants, Enzo KYB Suspension, Power Pro, Rocky Mountain Power Sports, making it happen. And I thought we were coming in under 50, 5185, 5185 for Spanky right there. One more in our vintage class, racer number 57X, Cody McKinley, Pinedale, Wyoming.
38 years old, holy cow. I remember when Cody was just a kid showing up here.
That keeps happening to me, not doing all the races all year long. I'm like, when did they turn that age? Adults now. But Dana McKay in construction and design, Rocky Mountain Power Sports, his wife Hannah, and the boys Elliot and Edison, all supporting him. Number 57 on the hill, wrapping up our vintage qualifying. All right, Cody McKinney with 58.33, 58.33, 58.33. We got some math to do, and we will be right back after these commercial messages.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your... Show off. Mountain Dew.
Why do I bank at the Bank of Jackson Hole? Because it is large enough to manage complex